A grown adult is screaming at a television. They are shouting over a game they have no personal stake in and cannot influence in any way. Their mood for the rest of the weekend will be shaped by 22 strangers on a field. Ask them why, and most won't have a clean answer. They will just offer some version of saying it is their team. Which is strange, if you actually sit with it. Football fandom asks people to feel genuine grief, genuine euphoria, and genuine identity. It demands all of this over an outcome they had zero hand in producing. So what is actually happening psychologically when a stranger's performance becomes personal? Part of the answer is a well-documented phenomenon researchers call BIRGing. This stands for Basking In Reflected Glory. Studies on sports fans have found people are measurably more likely to say, "we won," after a victory, yet they switch to saying, "they lost," after a defeat. This is a small but consistent linguistic shift that reveals something bigger. The team's outcome gets pulled into or pushed out of your sense of self, depending on whether it flatters you. This isn't unique to football, but football may be one of the more intense versions of it. That is because the object of identification is unusually stable and inherited. A specific club, city, or badge is often passed down across generations. It is handed down before a fan ever makes an independent choice about it. Underneath this basking sits something more foundational, called social identity theory. This proposes that part of a person's self-concept is built from the groups they belong to, not just individual traits. Once my team becomes a group someone belongs to, defending it starts to feel like defending part of themselves. It feels like protecting a core identity you inherited through geography, family, or timing. This also explains rivalry. Social identity research has repeatedly found that group belonging intensifies specifically in contrast to an opposing group. The identity isn't just that we support this team, it is the fact that we are specifically not them. Rivalry isn't a side effect of fandom. In this view, it's part of what makes the identity feel solid in the first place. This isn't only a psychological framing, because it shows up physiologically too. Studies measuring testosterone in sports fans have found levels rise after a favored team wins. Those same levels drop after a loss. It is a pattern highly similar to what's observed in the athletes themselves. The body, at a hormonal level, doesn't fully distinguish between personally succeeding and watching a chosen group succeed. That is a significant claim. The nervous system is responding as though the outcome is at least partly your own. It reacts this way even though you never left the couch. Put together, football fandom offers something rare in modern life. Researchers studying group belonging describe it as a low-cost, high-frequency source of shared identity. It is a deeply embedded communal ritual. It provides a reliable, recurring reason to feel connected to thousands of strangers. They all care about the exact same specific thing, on a predictable schedule, without needing to explain why it matters. Worth being honest, not everyone finds belonging through fandom. For some people, this intensity tips somewhere less healthy. Sports-related aggression is a documented reality. In some cases, real spikes in domestic violence reports follow high-stakes losses. This is a serious researched downside of exactly the same identification mechanism. The same psychological wiring that creates joyful communal belonging can curdle into something genuinely harmful. This isn't a footnote. It is the exact same mechanism, just running at a different intensity. Maybe the honest answer is that football was never really about 11 players on a field. It's a ready-made identity, a scheduled ritual, and a socially acceptable outlet for feeling something large. It is a way to feel that emotion together, with thousands of people who happen to care about the same arbitrary thing, which might be why it hits the body like something real. As far as the nervous system is concerned, it basically is.